Good morning students, welcome back in e-learning videos on physics. In yesterday's lecture, we have seen the point, the application of Westone's network means determination of unknown resistance by using Kelvin's method. But today, we are going to start one new point called as potentiometer, and in this point we have to see the principle of potentiometer. What is the principle of potentiometer? Here you have to see the diagram of potentiometer, but another one is diagram for potentiometer. Here you have to see what is the actual diagram of potentiometer. What is the use of potentiometer? There are different uses of potentiometer. First, we have to use the potentiometer for measuring a internal resistance of a cell. Means potentiometer is used to measure the internal resistance of a cell. Second, potentiometer is used to measure the EMF of a cell. And third, potentiometer is used to compare the EMF of two cells. Means mainly there are three uses. First, it is used to measure the internal resistance of a cell. Second, it is used to measure the EMF of a cell. And third, it is used to compare the EMF of a cells. This is the main use of potentiometer. Then, what is the use of potentiometer? First, we have to see what is the construction of potentiometer, right? This is the setup of potentiometer. This is the setup of potentiometer, and we know that when we draw another diagram, at that time the structure of potentiometer is different. See here another diagram of potentiometer like this. Another diagram of potentiometer is like this. We have to see here the another diagram of potentiometer. We know that the total length of potentiometer wire is 400 centimeter. Therefore, here we will consider here this is the rheostat, this is the plug key, this is the battery, there is the end A and there is the end B. We know that the total length from A to B, it is 400 centimeters because each segment contain length 100 centimeters. Each segment contain length 100 centimeters. Therefore, the total length of that potentiometer wire is 400 centimeters. This is the actual diagram of potentiometer. This is the overview picture of the potentiometer. And today, here we are going to start what is the principle of potentiometer. First, we have to see what is the construction of potentiometer, right? We know that the first point is that the potentiometer is consist of a uniform wire AB stretched on a rectangular wooden board, right? Potentiometer is consist of a uniform wire AB. This is the wire AB from A to B. This is the potentiometer wire. Or when you see in small piece, there is a AB. It is the potentiometer wire. The total length is 400 centimeter. Means potentiometer is consist of a uniform wire AB stretched on a rectangular wooden board. It has number of segments and length of each segment is 100 centimeter. Here you have to see this is the structure of potentiometer. This is the setup of potentiometer. This potentiometer is consist of a wire AB. It consists of a wire AB stretched on a rectangular wooden board into the number of segments. Means this is first segment, this is second segment, this is third segment, and this is the fourth segment. Means this diagram contains total 4 segments. Means we have to give here the number of segments, and the length of each segment is 100 centimeter, right? The length of that segment is 100 centimeter, the length of that segment is 100 centimeter, the length of that segment is 100 centimeter, and the length of that segment is 100 centimeter. Therefore, the total length of potentiometer wire is 100 centimeter. The next point is a metal scale is fixed on parallel to its length. Here we have to consider a rectangular wooden board, and in this rectangular wooden board we have to also contain the meter scale for measuring the reading. Means when you see here, there is a meter scale for measuring the reading, right? In this wooden board we have to also contain the meter scale, which is parallel to this rectangular wire AC. Then we know that in this diagram the end A is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. Here the A is connected to the positive terminal of the battery through a plug PK and rheostat REH, right? Whereas the negative terminal of battery is connected to the plug PK through rheostat REH. This is the simple construction of potentiometer. What is meant by potentiometer? Potentiometer is consist of a uniform wire AB stretched on a rectangular wooden board into number of segments, and each segment having a length 100 centimeter. Then second point, a meter scale is fixed parallel to its length, and third, the end A is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, whereas end B is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, where negative terminal of the battery is connected to the end B through plug PK and rheostat REH. This is the simple construction. We know that in this case sigma is nothing but resistance per length of wire. In this case, sigma is nothing but resistance per unit length of wire. Sigma is nothing but resistance per unit length of wire. Therefore, potentiometer wire, right? Sigma is nothing but resistance per unit length of a potentiometer wire. Therefore, here we write sigma is equal to resistance per unit length R divided by L. Sigma is equal to R divided by L. We have to convert it into the form of resistance. Therefore, R is equal to sigma into L. We have to take here R is equal to sigma into L. Equation number 1. But we know that here we have to consider the total length of the wire from A to B. But when current is flow through the wire, then potential difference is developed across two ends of the wire, right? Here we have two ends, end A and end B. There is end A, there is end B. When you see this diagram, this is end A, this is end B. Total length of wire is capital L. Total potential difference is VAB. When you consider the total, first you have to see in the form of total, and then you have to see in the small form, right? Let VAB, in this diagram we know that VAB is the potential difference across the wire AB, and we know that there is uniform fall of potential along the wire AB. When current is flow through the circuit, then the potential difference between two ends of the wire A and B is VAB, and there is uniform potential drop across the wire AB. This is one concept. And we know that current is a flow through the circuit. Potential difference is developed. Then here we have to apply the Ohm's law. And when we have to apply the Ohm's law, then here we have to write in the form of current I is equal to, according to Ohm's law, what do we write? I is equal to VAB upon R. What do we write? I is equal to VAB upon R. But we know that from equation 1, R is equal to sigma m. In this case, we know that in equation 1, R is equal to sigma into n. Put this value, the value from equation 1, put in this equation. Then we get I is equal to VAB upon sigma into L. Equation number 2. From this equation, the put value of the R is sigma into L, and put this value here. Therefore, finally we get equation number 2. Equation number 2 is I is equal to VAB upon sigma into L. This is for the total condition. We know that here we have to see this is for the total condition. But next we have to see for the small condition. Means in between wire AB, we have to choose any point on this wire, and we have to calculate the same current for this wire, and then we have to define what is the principle of potentiometer. Alright, then we start for the second point for small conditions. We know that initially we have to consider in between A to B, but within this wire, within this 400 centimeter, we have to choose any point on this wire. Suppose we have to choose point here, called as point P. And here we have to calculate what is the current, what is the potential difference between point A and P. Here we have to calculate total only, but when you have to consider any point in between this wire, then what is the potential difference? This potential difference we have to calculate here. In this diagram, we have to consider the point P is here. Also in this diagram, we have to consider the point P is here. We know that when we have to consider a total wire, then the length is capital L. But when we have to consider a small patch, then length is small l. Right? Then potential difference is also VAB, because when you have to consider total, the potential difference is VAB. But when you consider small, then potential difference is VAP. When you have to consider total length AB, then VAB. When you have to consider AP, then VAP. And we have to apply same condition on that part. Again, we know that sigma is the resistance per length of the wire, and from this condition we have to define here, let P be the any point on wire such that AP is equal to small l. We have to see here the length AP is equal to small l. Then the resistance per length of wire AP or resistance of wire AP is given by, for second case, R is equal to sigma into small l, because when you have to consider total, into sigma into capital L, but when you have to consider small conditions, then you have to get sigma into small l, right? But again, here we have to apply Ohm's law, because the potential difference between 2 points. Potential difference between 2 points. Which points? Point A and point P is given by. We have to apply in the form of Ohm's law, right? Therefore, VAB is equal to I into RP. This is for point P and this is for point AB, right? VAB is equal to I into Rp. But condition is that we know that what is the value of R from equation 2? From equation 2. What is the value of R? The value of R is VAB upon sigma L. And what is the value of Rp? Rp is sigma into small l. And then we have to put this value in that equations. Right? We have to put this value in that equations. Therefore, we get the final equation. Right? We know that we have to see the principle of potentiometer. And when you have to see the principle of potentiometer, then you have to get the different conditions here. Right? You have to write here from equation 2 VAB. VAB is equal to, what is the value of I? The value of I is VAB upon sigma L. Therefore, VAB upon sigma into L into, what is the value of Rp? The value of Rp is sigma into small l. Right? Sigma into small l. This sigma get cancelled. Remaining is VAB is equal to VAB upon L into small l. But here we take some quantities constant, and when we take this quantities constant, we will take this quantities constant, we will take the bracketed quantities constant, then remaining parts are directly proportional to each other. Therefore, VAB is directly proportional to L, where VAB upon L is equal to constant. Here we have to see from equation 2, we have to put VAP, very simple. From equation 2, VAP is equal to value of I is VAB upon sigma L, then the value of Rp is equal to sigma into small l, and when we put this value, then we get VAP is equal to VAB upon L into small l, because sigma get cancelled, and finally we have to keep the constant. VAB upon L is kept constant, then we get VAP is directly proportional to small l, where VAB upon L is equal to constant. This is the simple principle of potentiometer. Then in statement form, how to define the potentiometer principle? The potentiometer principle is defined as the rate of fall of potential drop of a potentiometer wire is always constant. The rate of fall of potential drop or potential gradient per unit length is always constant. Or next one, here we have to see the statement. The potential difference between any 2 points of the potentiometer wire is directly proportional to the length of potentiometer wire in between these 2 points. We have to see in 2 types. First, find your defining statement. Here we have to consider AB. Here we have to consider AB. Sometimes we have to consider AB. Sometimes we have to consider AB. But we have to consider any point. In any point, the potential drop or potential difference is always directly proportional to the length between these 2 points. This is the statement. What is the statement? The potential difference of potentiometer wire. The potential difference between any 2 points of the potentiometer wire. Right? Here we have to consider 2 points, point A and point B. The potential difference between any 2 points of the potentiometer wire is directly proportional to the length of potentiometer wire in between these 2 points. Means potential difference of any 2 points of the potentiometer wire is always directly proportional to the length of potentiometer wire in between these points. This is the simple potentiometer principle. What is the use of potentiometer principle? It is used to calculate the internal resistance of a cell. It is used to calculate the EMF of a cell, and it is used to compare the EMF of two cells. Right? तर मराठीमध्ये बघा की आपण काय बघतो आज पोटॅन्शियोमीटर प्रिन्सिपल बघतोय. काय बघतोय आपण पोटॅन्शियोमीटर प्रिन्सिपल. याच्या अगोदर आपण काय बघितलं होतं तर याच्या अगोदर आपण केल्विन्स मध्ये बघितली होती, मीटर ब्रिज बघितलं होतं. म्हणजेच जो अननोन रेजिस्टन्स आहे तो जर कॅल्क्युलेट करायचा असेल तर त्यासाठी कोणत्या मेथड्स आपण यूज करून ते बघितलं. परंतु आजच्या लेक्चरला थोडं वेगळं बनणार आहे. त्याचं नाव आहे पोटॅन्शियोमीटर. मग पोटॅन्शियोमीटर आपण काय यूज करतोय तर आपल्याला माहिती असल्याप्रमाणे पोटॅन्शियोमीटर आपण तीन कारणासाठी यूज करतोय. एक, सर्किटचा जर इंटरनल रेजिस्टन्स कॅल्क्युलेट करायचा असेल तर आपण पोटॅन्शियोमीटर यूज करतोय. दुसरं, एखाद्या सर्किटचा ईएमएफ आपल्याला काढायचा असेल तर आपण पोटॅन्शियोमीटर यूज करतोय. आणि लास्ट वन, जर दोन सर्किटचा ईएमएफ कंपेअर करायचा असेल तर आपण काय यूज करतोय पोटॅन्शियोमीटर यूज करतोय. तर पोटॅन्शियोमीटर बघताना आपण पहिल्यांदा काय बघतोय कन्स्ट्रक्शन बघतोय. आणि या कन्स्ट्रक्शन मध्ये हा पोटॅन्शियोमीटर कसा तयार झालाय तर युनिफॉर्म वायर एडी पासून तयार झालाय की जी वायर 400 सेंटीमीटर लांब आहे आणि जिला आपण 4 सेगमेंट मध्ये काय केले डिवाइड केले आणि प्रत्येक सेगमेंटची लेंथ किती असणार आहे 100 सेंटीमीटर असेल. राईट. याच बोर्डवरती रेक्टँग्युलर बोर्डवरती आपण एक स्केल प्लेस्ड केल्या की जी त्या वायरला काय असेल पॅरलल असेल. रीडिंग मेजर करण्यासाठी आपण काय केले एक स्केल अटॅच केली की ती स्केलला काय असेल एक्झॅक्टली त्या वायरला पॅरलल असेल. आणि थर्ड वन, हा जो पोटॅन्शियोमीटर सेंटर तुम्हाला दिसतोय यामधला जो पॉइंट ए आहे हा आपण बॅटरीच्या पॉझिटिव्ह टर्मिनलला जोडला आहे. तर बी हा पॉइंट आपण बॅटरीच्या निगेटिव्ह टर्मिनलला जोडला आहे थ्रू प्लग के अँड रिव्हर्स्टॅट आरएच. असे सिंपल काय आहे कन्स्ट्रक्शन आहे. याच्यानंतर आपण काय बघतोय की हा जो सिग्मा आहे या सिग्माला काय म्हणायचं रेजिस्टन्स पर लेंथ ऑफ ए वायर म्हणायचं. राईट. मग याच्यानंतर आपण इक्वेशन म्हणलं रेजिस्टन्स पर लेंथ ऑफ अ वायर इज कॉल्ड एज सिग्मा. देयरफॉर सिग्मा इज इक्वल टू r अपॉन l. मग त्याला r च्या फॉर्ममध्ये कन्वर्ट करून घेतलं कारण पहिल्यांदा आपण ab साठी बघतो आहे टोटल लेंथ साठी बघतो आहे म्हणून rab इज इक्वल टू सिग्मा इनटू l. इक्वेशन नंबर 1. परंतु ab साठी आपण बघत असताना त्या सर्किट मधून करंट फ्लो होतोय, त्या सर्किट मध्ये पोटॅन्शियल डिफरन्स तयार होतोय. मग त्यावेळी आपण काय करायचा ओहम्स लॉ अप्लाय करायचा. आणि ज्यावेळी आपण ओहम्स लॉ अप्लाय करतोय तेव्हा तो करंटच्या फॉर्म मध्ये घ्यायचा आणि मग आपल्याला इक्वेशन मिळतं I is equal to VAB upon R किंवा VAB is equal to I into R असे घ्या. राईट. मग हे आपण कन्वर्ट करून घेतल्यानंतर R ची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला माहित आहे वरची ती R ची व्हॅल्यू काय करायची पुट करायची. मग काय केलं याच्यामध्ये R ची व्हॅल्यू पुट केली. याला बायस वर AB म्हणून घ्या मी तुम्हाला ओळखेल लगेच AB. राईट. R ची व्हॅल्यू आपण पुट केली. R ची व्हॅल्यू आपण पुट केली तर इक्वेशन तुम्हाला मिळालं I is equal to VAB upon sigma into L. इक्वेशन नंबर 2 म्हणलं. आतापर्यंत आपण कन्सिडर केलं होतं फर्स्ट केस साठी होतं कारण याच्यामध्ये आपण त्या वायरची टोटल लेंथ घेतली होती. टोटल म्हणजे 400 सेंटीमीटर आहे ती सगळी. तर सेकंड केस मध्ये आपण काय म्हणतोय की सगळी लेंथ न घेता इन बिटवीन तुम्ही कुठलाही एखादा पॉइंट घ्या. मग तो 100 सेंटीमीटर असेल 150 सेंटीमीटर असेल 120 असेल 130 असेल 270 असेल कुठल्याही एका पॉइंट कन्सिडर करा आणि याच्यामधला पोटॅन्शियल डिफरन्सची लेंथ हे एकमेकाला डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल आहेत का हे आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे. आणि त्यासाठी या डायग्राम मध्ये मी P हा एक पॉइंट कन्सिडर केला. आता ज्यावेळी मी AB हा पॉइंट कन्सिडर करतोय तर टोटल लेंथ किती आहे कॅपिटल L आणि ज्यावेळी मी AB हा पॉइंट कन्सिडर करतोय तर टोटल लेंथ किती असणार आहे स्मॉल l असेल. ज्यावेळी मी AB कन्सिडर करतोय तर पोटॅन्शियल डिफरन्स हे VAB असणार आहे आणि ज्यावेळी मी AP कन्सिडर करतोय तर पोटॅन्शियल डिफरन्स काय असणार आहे VAB असणार आहे. मग अशा केस मध्ये आपण काय केलं की त्याचाही रेजिस्टन्स करंट लेंथ आपण काढून घेतला आणि तो काय असेल RP is equal to sigma into L असेल. आणि परत त्याच्यावरती आपण काय केला ओहम्स लॉ अप्लाय केला आणि ओहम्स लॉ अप्लाय केल्यानंतर आपल्याला इक्वेशन काय मिळालं VAB is equal to I into RP. परंतु RP ची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला इथे मिळते सिग्मा into L आणि I ची व्हॅल्यू इथे मिळते सिग्मा एल इंटू सिग्मा एल. सिग्मा सिग्मा कॅन्सल झाला, जी रिमेनिंग टर्म आपल्याला मिळाली ती काय होती बघा, VAB इज इक्वल टू VAB अपॉन एल इंटू स्मॉल एल. आणि या कंडिशनमध्ये आपण काय करायचं, ही जी क्वांटिटी आहे ती कॉन्स्टंट ठेवायची. ती कॉन्स्टंट ठेवली की ज्या रिमेनिंग टर्म्स आहेत त्या एकमेकाला काय होतात, डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू ईच अदर होतात. आणि तेच आपण केलं. VAB इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू एल व्हेन VAB अपॉन एल इज इक्वल टू कॉन्स्टंट. आणि अशा प्रकारे आपण सांगू शकतोय की कुठल्याही दोन पॉइंट ज्यावेळी पोटॅन्शियोमीटर आपण कन्सिडर करतोय त्या पोटॅन्शियोमीटरच्या कुठल्याही दोन पॉइंट मधला पोटॅन्शियल डिफरन्स हा त्याच्या लेंथला कसा असतोय, डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल असतो. हे आपण याच्यामधून सांगण्याचा काय केला, प्रयत्न केला. हे त्याचं पोटॅन्शियोमीटरचं प्रिन्सिपल आहे. काय प्रिन्सिपल आहे, ती लेंथ और द पोटॅन्शियल डिफरन्स बिटवीन एनी टू पॉइंट्स ऑफ द पोटॅन्शियोमीटर वायर is directly proportional to the length of potentiometer wire in between these two points. हे एक स्टेटमेंट आहे. किंवा दुसरं स्टेटमेंट तुम्ही असं समजू शकता, the rate of fall of potential drop per unit length of a potentiometer is always constant. This is the second statement of a potentiometer, right? याच्यामध्ये आपण काय बघितलं बघा, आज पोटॅन्शियोमीटरची टर्म आपण बघितलंय. याच्यामध्ये बघताना स्टार्टिंगला आपण काय म्हणलंय, पोटॅन्शियोमीटरचं प्रिन्सिपल, त्याची ही एक डायग्राम काढली आहे. त्याच्यानंतर दुसरी एक डायग्राम सिम्प्लिफिकेशनसाठी आपण काय केली आहे, दुसरी डायग्राम यूज केली आहे. त्यानंतर हे एक्सप्रेशन आपण कन्सिडर केलं. या एक्सप्रेशननुसार आपण काय केलं ते कॅल्क्युलेट केलेलं आहे. बरोबर. हे अतिशय सोपं आहे. काय शंका असतं तुम्ही मला मेसेजवरती विचारू शकता. थँक्यू.